Hey everyone, a really warm welcome back to the channel. Now, I know on this channel you are used to seeing lots of German vans, but in the spirit of small caravans, we're going to look at this Swift, and it's a Fairway Classic Compact. So this one is a small two-berth. It's got a maximum technically permissible laden mass of 1,109 kilos, massive running order of 995 kilos. So what's that? 114 kilograms? How's my maths? So even shorter than my little Ariba, so 5.37 meters and an overall width of 2 meters and 3 centimeters. So great if you want something that fits in a very small space. So let's go and have a little look-see around on the inside of this one. And we can see we've got a one-piece door. It does have a little window in. And then we've got a rear kitchen and a rear corner washroom. And then we've got the parallel sofas at the front. So let's have a swing round and see what we think. The first thing that hits me immediately is that enormous blank space in the roof. We used to seeing roof lights up there, aren't we? And that feels a bit weird not to have a roof light up there, I have to say. Everything else feels and looks great. You know, all the conventional cupboards and lovely curvaceous. I really like these white bits highlighting underneath these wood effect cupboards. It does feel weird without that big skylight up at the front. It's just a blank walls. There's no cupboards there and no skylight. It's a bit weird. Anyway, behind the front parallel sofas we have the pretty substantial wardrobe with the table stored away in here and access to your aerial and so on. And back into the kitchen. Again, some decent storage. This is a reasonable kitchen. You know, slide out baskets and trays and cupboard in the corner there. And a little bit of space down on the right hand side for your kettle and your toaster. I can't see any plug sockets, but perhaps they're hidden by the props here. Bound to be some in there, isn't there? And then in the opposite back corner you've got the washroom. So all in one wet room with a shower curtain that will stick to you badly. If you so wish to shower in here. Different wallboard in here, not fully lined, it's a wet room, but they have got different wallboards, so presumably that is much more waterproof than standard stuff. Not sure I'm quite that taken with that plastic sink unit, but anyway, there we are. So yeah, there's that horrible, no I can't say that, can I? There's that big gaping lack of something right at the front. Other than that, it's very pleasant in here. Now, let's do the quick panorama and see what that looks like. So this is 2.25 meters wide and ever so slightly heavier at 1,233 kilos and fractionally longer actually, because the layout's slightly different because it's a full width rear washroom and then kitchen at the side rather than exactly the same. But still, this is still only 6 meters and 5 centimeters long and 225 wide. So this is still perfectly compact as well. And you know, one of the things you can do as a family, if you're not quite sure if you want an enormous family size van, then you could go for a small two berth and then always expect to use it with a couple of people out in the awning. So that might work quite well if you've got teenagers, for example, that don't want to be inside anyway. You know, we've been out with ours in all sorts of weather, and you usually take electric blankets for them, so at quite low wattage they can still use those out in the awning, extensions on the side of the awning or out in pup tents. Might have said they've always been plenty warm enough without them, but they're there in case we need them. The only extra problem, of course, is if you've got an awning up and it's absolutely pouring down because it's terrible weather in Easter or over Christmas or whatever, then you've got an awning to dry out when you get home. Anyway, enough about that, but so this is a 460. This is the standard 2-berth. Again, a dealer special based on the Swift Sprite. So we've got a side cupboard and worktop area opposite the side kitchen. I do like the way Swift do these curves. So the sort of creamy curves around the wood effect panelling. And then we've got a full width rear washroom. And I guess that's space for your TV, and that's sort of cleverly carved out by a cupboard, I guess, behind it in the washroom, probably for the table. We'll go and find that in a moment. And then we have big rear wardrobe in the washroom here. It's all very convenient, so you know you can get fully washed and dressed and beautified, ready for the day in this lovely big room at the back here. Let's just put my bag down, this will be easier. This pipe work's annoying. I don't like it when all this stuff's exposed. It's too easy for stuff to get broken when things inevitably just get shoved in the cupboards. Alright, and shower again, not fully lined, but they are using that waterproof, I assume, wallboard in here. And there we are, there's the table stowage, as we suspected from the shape outside. Yeah, cleverly done. Right, I'm going to set up the panorama, and then you can have a look around here. Alrighty everyone, well thanks for tuning in. Of these two, I massively prefer this 460. It just looks much better finished with the roof light and the surrounds around that. But of course it's an extra 200 kilos, which you may not be able to tow. So I hope you enjoyed that look around a couple of Swifts. Do a thumbs up and a subscribe if you're not already. It would be fantastic to have you following along. And thanks for tuning in, so bye for now. See ya.